Welcome. You're here because you want to learn a language and you're struggling with procrastination. Putting things off. I'll start tomorrow. I'm too tired. I don't have time. Sound familiar? Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to break down why this happens and, more importantly, how to build habits that actually work. No more excuses, just real progress. We hear it all the time. I'm too tired after a long day. I'll start. When I have more time, when life slows down a bit. Or the classic, I'm just not in the mood today. These excuses, however valid they might seem in the moment, create a formidable barrier between us and our cherished language goals. They build a wall of resistance, preventing us from taking the necessary steps to achieve fluency. But here's the truth, a fundamental truth that we need to etch into the very fabric of our minds. Consistent, small steps, those seemingly insignificant daily actions, are infinitely more effective, more powerful than sporadic, overwhelming bursts of effort. Imagine a dripping faucet, how those tiny drops over time can fill a bucket. That's the power of consistency. The key, the golden key to unlocking our potential, is to break down the seemingly insurmountable task of language learning into manageable, digestible chunks. It's about transforming the daunting mountain into a series of achievable hills. Today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're diving deep, exploring the underlying reasons why we procrastinate, unraveling the psychological threads that bind us to inaction. And more importantly, we're going to equip you with the tools, the strategies, the mindset shifts necessary to build sustainable habits that lead to consistent, meaningful progress. If you're someone who frequently finds themselves postponing language studies, delaying those crucial practice sessions, or avoiding speaking opportunities due to fear or hesitation, then you've arrived at the right destination. We'll be sharing actionable strategies that you can implement immediately, practical exercises that will transform your daily routine, and mindset shifts that will empower you to conquer procrastination once and for all. Let's delve into the heart of the matter. So first, let's peel back the layers of this complex issue and understand why so many of us fall prey to procrastination. What's the root cause? What psychological forces lie beneath this tendency to put things off? A major reason, perhaps the most prevalent and pervasive, is the overwhelming feeling of being faced with an immense task. Learners look at the vastness of a language, the seemingly endless ocean of vocabulary, the intricate labyrinth of grammar rules, and they think, where do I even begin? How can I possibly master all of this? This sense of being overwhelmed creates a mental block, a paralysis of action, making them avoid starting altogether, like a deer caught in the headlights. And often, it's the insidious fear of failure or imperfection that holds us back, whispering doubts in our ears. We think, what if I can't master this? What if I waste my time and effort only to achieve mediocre results? But this fear, this self-doubt, leads to inaction, to a paralysis of progress, preventing us from even attempting to take the first step. But let's think about this logically, rationally. Small, consistent efforts, those daily micro-commitments, compound over time, creating a powerful snowball effect of progress. Even 15 minutes of focused study daily, those dedicated 15 minutes, is far more effective than a 5-hour study session once a month, which is often followed by weeks of inactivity and stagnation. It's the difference between a steady stream and a sporadic flood. I always advise, and I cannot emphasize this enough, start small, build momentum. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. Don't fall into the trap of analysis paralysis. Just begin with something simple, something achievable, something that you can do right now in this very moment. Another significant reason one that often goes unnoticed, is the lack of clear, well-defined goals. Without specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals, learners feel directionless, like they're wandering in a dense fog, making it incredibly easy to procrastinate. They lack a compass, a map, a destination. So now that we have a clearer understanding of the problem, let's shift our focus to the solution, to the strategies that will liberate us from the clutches of procrastination. We'll explore why breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable steps and building consistent habits is the key to overcoming this pervasive challenge. The main reason, the fundamental principle that underpins all successful endeavors, is that consistent action, those daily, deliberate steps, builds confidence and momentum. When you see yourself making tangible progress, no matter how small, you're more motivated to continue, creating a powerful positive feedback loop. It's a self-reinforcing cycle of achievement. A simple, practical way to start is to set daily micro goals, those tiny, achievable targets that you can accomplish with ease. For example, today I will learn 5 new vocabulary words, or I will listen to a 10-minute podcast episode in my target language during my commute. These small wins accumulate and propel you forward. And here's another powerful tip, a technique that can transform your daily routine. Use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately without hesitation. This prevents small tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming, creating a sense of dread and resistance. Speaking of small wins, another great technique, a powerful motivator, is to reward yourself for completing tasks, no matter how small. Celebrate your progress, acknowledge your efforts, and reinforce those positive habits. It's about creating a positive association with language learning. The more you associate language learning with positive feelings, with a sense of accomplishment, the less likely you are to procrastinate. And one final tip, perhaps the most crucial for many, find an accountability partner. Having someone to share your progress with, someone to hold you accountable, can keep you motivated and on track, providing the external push you need. Let's summarize these essential tips, these pillars of productivity. Set micro goals, use the 2-minute rule, reward yourself for your achievements, and find an accountability partner. Now, it's time for a fun and practical exercise, a challenge that will put these principles into action, a mini habit challenge. We'll give you a small, easily achievable language learning task, and you have to commit to doing it for just 2 minutes every day for a week. The goal is to make it so easy, so effortless, that you can't possibly say no. For example, commit to reviewing 5 vocabulary flashcards for 2 minutes every day. It's only 2 minutes, a mere 2 minutes, so it's super easy to fit into your schedule, no matter how busy you are. Or choose one of these tasks and commit to doing it for 2 minutes every day for a week. Listen to a short audio clip in your target language. Read 1 paragraph from a book or article, or write 2 sentences in your target language. Ready? Go. Even if you found it hard to believe it was possible, that's okay. The more you make it a habit, the easier, more automatic it gets. So, keep practicing this challenge every day. You'll be amazed at how consistent you become, how much progress you make. Now, let's wrap up with some final encouragement, some words of wisdom to carry with you. We've talked about practical techniques, but there's something even more important, something that underpins all of this, your mindset. If you don't believe you can overcome procrastination, if you don't believe in your ability to change, no strategy will help. The first thing to remember, the fundamental shift, is that progress, not perfection, is the goal. Don't wait until you feel perfectly motivated, perfectly prepared. Just start. Take that first step, and the momentum will follow, like a snowball rolling downhill. Another mindset shift, a crucial one, is to focus on the process, not just the outcome. Enjoy the journey of learning, savor the small victories, and don't get discouraged by slow progress. It's about finding joy in the pursuit. Embrace the feeling of just getting started. The hardest part, the most daunting step, is often beginning. But once you start, once you break that initial inertia, momentum will carry you forward, like a river flowing towards the sea. If you change your mindset, if you cultivate a positive and proactive attitude, overcoming procrastination will feel much easier, almost effortless. Now, let's move to our final conclusion and wrap up today's episode. Before we end today's episode, I want to leave you with some encouragement, some words to carry with you on your journey. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself, celebrate every small victory, and remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction, a step towards fluency. And the most important thing, the unwavering principle that should guide you, is to keep moving forward. Don't let setbacks derail you. Every day is a new opportunity to learn, to grow, and to make progress. Don't let fear hold you back. Remember, you are capable, you are resilient, and you are on your way to success. So, my final message to you, my parting words of wisdom, is break down tasks, build habits, and believe in yourself. Language fluency is within your reach. Go get it! And I am always here to help, to support you on your journey. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to practice the mini habit challenge and keep pushing yourself every day. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more practical tips and motivation. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, start small, stay consistent, and keep learning. See you next time. Keep practicing and stay confident.